So hello friends, as I promised, as I conducted a poll also to what to do next. So 80% of the votes were to review the new science books. So here are the five books which I selected, which I'm going to we all are going to review or just dive into it. So the first book is here, as you all can see, Stephen Hawking Black Holes, the BBC Reith Lectures. So this book, as you can see, it's not a book, it's a chapbook. It's a 100 rupee or 90 rupees book, I don't remember. Really an exciting book, a small read. Anyone who is a beginner or is interested in this topic should definitely go for it. It is one of the best book on black hole. It is really an introductory part, so you are not going to have any problem while reading this. So I bought this on 7 December 2018, and it only has two chapters, but believe me, these two chapters are really enough, and really it contains everything which is discovered till now about the black holes. A must read if you love about to read about black holes. This book talks about how black holes have no hair. It talks about singularity, and also it talks about Hawking's radiation, which was actually discovered by Stephen Hawking only. So a must buy. I really like the front page of this book. A must buy. I would definitely recommend it. So next book is here in front of you all. That is the Tao of Physics, an exploration of parallels between the modern physics and Eastern mysticism. So this book is really an interesting and also a rare one on the topic. This book actually talks about different scientifics, Hindu concepts, and all the other scientific concepts found in the religions like Hinduism, the Zen religion of China, Confucianism, and even about the Buddhism. So this book talks about how in our Vedas, in Rig Veda, there are different, you can say, different verses which talks about multiverse, quantum mechanical thoughts, and it also, and in Hinduism also, the supreme God, the supreme truth is actually which is called Brahman. So this book actually compares it with the different aspects of the quantum realm. And also the book compares the Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, the three gods of Hinduism, with the proton, electron, and neutron. So this book, as you can see, have different thoughts. It also has some pictures of ancient Hindu temples, how temples were actually the epitome of all the knowledge, of scientific knowledge. So this book actually talks about all that. Here is the author of this book, who is Fritjof Capra, who done his PhD in physics from University of Vienna in Austria. So I have given this book 8.9 out of 10 rating. A good book if you like this topic by comparing physics with religions, different religion concepts. Here are the topics you can see. The 16th chapter is about the quark symmetries, which talks about a little bit about string theory. This book has this chapter because during the time this book was written, this book was actually gave a tough competition to the book In Search of Schrodinger's Cat by John Gribbin. So this book was actually rival of that book, and this one is also a good book. If you see, you can definitely buy it. It's also heavily recommended from my side. So the next book is here, which I have recommended many times in book reviews channel. So here it is today. The first time this is in front of you all. That is Big Bang by Simon Singh, the most important scientific discoveries of all time and why you need to know about it. So Simon Singh is actually an Indian author, Indian origin author, who is now a UK citizen. But this book I bought on 1 September 2020, and the best thing about this book is this book talks about whole scientific theory from Big Bang to today itself, till Hubble telescopes of 1990s, which are now discontinued by James Webb telescope. But this book talks about till 2015-16 about the whole theories and about especially about astronomy. I would say this is an amazing book. The total rating is actually 9.9 out of 10, which is one of the highest among all the books which I have on science. So here are the chapters. You can see the beginning, theory of universe. It talks about Einstein gravity, the great debate, how it is about which theory was correct. That is the Big Bang or inflationary universe of Nobel laureate Alan Guth. So this book talks about all of that. It also only have 4 or 5 chapters, but believe me, this book talks about a lot of stuff which is sometimes even heavy to digest at once. So you have to read about it. It has different photos of scientists and discoveries, as you can see. Beautiful book. must recommended if you are a astronomy fan. And this only book is, I would say, this only book is sufficient about this topic. If you will read it, you yourself will find how amazing this book is. So the fourth book is here in front of you all, that is For the Love of Physics by Walter Lune. The End of Rainbow to the Edge of Time. So this book is a very light-hearted and a very basic book. Walter Lune, everybody know, I think, who Walter Lune is. He's actually considered as guru of physics wala, that is Alak Pandey. He became famous. He also has his YouTube channel. You can definitely search it by his name only, name itself. He's actually an MIT Massachusetts professor, and really a book is amazing. This book is actually contains the topics of 11th and 12th chapter only, but it mostly talks about equationless. It has equationless chapters, as you all can see. It talks about X-rays, electrostatics, kinematics, errors, uncertainty principle, and all that you can see. Rotation, gyration, gravitation, all about it. 8.7 rating I have given to this book out of 10, and you can definitely go for it. It is actually heavily, I will recommend it for the juveniles and teenagers like me. I myself also read it when I was in 11th standard. Anybody from 8th to 12th and even ahead who is actually to be honest, from in the range of 12 to 22 years, is definitely the book is for them. Really an enjoyable read. You will, if the more early you will read this book, the more early you would like the subject, I would say. So now is the bumper book, the fifth one, that is The Dark Sun, The Making of Hydrogen Bomb by Richard Rhodes. Richard Rhodes was actually professor of world history at Cornell University. So this book, he also holds a PhD degree. That's why this book is actually has a historical concepts with the whole making and science of hydrogen bomb. So to be honest, I would say that this book also helps us to make how to and tells us about what are the materials required to make the bomb. So this book is really amazing, and to be honest, it has different pictures of scientists. It talks about J. Oppenheimer, who is considered as the father of nuclear bomb. Then it talks about Edward Teller, father of hydrogen bomb, and it takes all the history, how America poached different scientists from the Nazi Germany, France, and Italy. How actually Americans, of course, the bomb was made in United States of America, but the people who made the bomb were actually Europeans from Italy and Germany, Austria, and all such that. It also talks about father of nuclear reactors, Enrico Fermi, who is really a brilliant scientist, I would say. Here are the chapters. You can see it talks about how there was a Russian connection, there was a space race, there was a nuclear race between these two countries. So here it talks about mass production, how in USA after the Second World War increased its mass production of the nuclear arsenals and all of that. You can see here. So the book was actually written for, and even one fact which I would like to tell you about this book is, it is actually published by Sloan Foundation, as in actually this book had so much very vulnerable information about the making of the bomb that this book was even banned for 6 months. So that's why this book was at last finally came to public in 2005, and whereas the book was actually completed in 2004 only. So an amazing book by an amazing author. It is also a Pulitzer Prize finalist in history in national bestseller. It is also a runner-up in science, the science prize. I know about it. Aventis Prize is in science, and it was a runner-up book. So a definitely recommended book. It's a long read, and also the English used in this book is quite heavy compared to the other books which I reviewed earlier. Even today, among all the books, this one has little bit I would say luxurious and premium English used in this book, which is, I think, is not much suitable to a general audience. But yes, the book, if you would use the dictionary, then this book is gonna blow your mind, I am definitely sure. So a must buy. And so these were the books which I reviewed today. Here are they. So if you like this video, then do let me know.